Maybe today is not the chapter you have wanted. Maybe you are tired. Maybe you are exasperated. Maybe you have been thinking so deeply about reaching the next goal, the next milestone. You don't know when it will happen, you don't know how it will happen. I myself don't know when that will happen for you, but I want you to tell you one thing because this video found you for a reason. If you see this video, please do not put your happiness, do not put your joy, do not put your life on pause before reaching that goal. Ultimately, because life is about the everyday, it's not about like one day. You're always thinking like, when I reach this milestone, then I'll be happy. When I reach that, I'll be happy. I'll wait this, then I'll be happy. For example, you work through years and years for one day of graduation. Maybe you work years and years, maybe for one day where your business blows up. You can set that example for many different things in life. Could be people who wants to find their love. Maybe you've been patient for years and just one day you met your person. You see, it's one event. Eventually, all those milestones becomes your new normal. So if you have not used those years, you ultimately lost them because you've been in your mind, you've been in your head, not really focusing on enjoying each season. Each season is here in your life for something. If you have not reached that goal, it may be that it's because you have to cherish the season you're in, because that's the season where you're planting the seeds to eventually blow up. Think about like graph. I don't know if you've seen this graph online, but we think growth is a linear thing, but growth is not linear. You have those beginning days where the growth is so slow, you feel like you're not getting there, but one day that growth just skyrockets overnight. But you know it's not something that happened overnight. You know you've been working years and years to get to that point. Hence why, if you have that goal in mind, it means you're gonna get it. Point blank, period. If you think about it, if you've been thinking about it so much, it means you're gonna get it. Now, your job is finding things that bring you joy and not taking all your happiness, packaging it into one milestone. Because ultimately, you could lose that job, you could lose your business, something can crash, you could lose your health, you could lose a partner, you can lose anything in life. Life is not set in stone. Hence why, if you put all your eggs, you put all your energy, everything into that one thing, once it crashes, it just crash. You crash with that thing, okay? By telling you that, I also want you to know that it's okay to feel however you feel, because that's growth. The pain you feel in your heart, the discomfort you feel in your heart is also growth. Hence why everyone has a different definition of happiness. But for me, it's about finding an anchor. You have to find something that anchors you. For me, it's my faith. But for you, it could be a purpose that you have. It could be giving service to people. It could be anything, something else that anchors you, so that even if life passes by, that still remains stable. You can be happy while still living painful moment, because that's part of the growth. Like, you cannot be patient if you don't have situation where you have to practice patience. You cannot be resilient, perseverance, when you don't get situation where you have to apply those skills. You're not just handed. You're not just handed those skills, those attributes in a silver platter. That's not how it works. In order to have an attribute, life has to test you to see that you really want to get those attributes. You want to be disciplined, then you will get a situation where you have to be disciplined, and you will wake up and be like, oh my days, I don't feel like this. But again, that does not mean you're not happy. I feel like sometimes pain is the way to happiness, because ultimately happiness is finding peace. When you find a way to keep your peace, regardless of what life throws at you, you will keep that peace. You will still have pain, but you will still be happy. Okay, I want happiness for you. And everyone has their own set of pain. Everyone has their own set of doubts, uncertainty, fears, like incidents. Everyone. I think after you cross a certain threshold, like after having it, like maybe food, shelter, having people that love you, having the basics, I feel like everyone kind of live the same life. That's my unpopular opinion. I feel like, yes, you have rich people, millionaire. Maybe if I could travel on a jet, that could change my life. But ultimately, I know I will have more problems in my life. More money, more problems. More power, more problems. More responsibility, more problems. So at each step you are in, you need to enjoy it and find a way to find peace. Please remember that. Finally, what I want you to get out from this video is ultimately life is not set in stone. Things move. And the same way you are being tested, you're having hardship right now, that will pass ultimately. And one day you will think about this moment and wish maybe you went out more, you enjoy people you love more, you poured into yourself more, you did more things you love. One day you look back at this season and also realize that this is what taught you patience, this is what taught you resilience, this is what taught you perseverance, this is what taught you how to be unshakable, and you would wish that you lived in the moment. So I really hope whatever you're going through, you go through it with the best spirit possible, because you can get anything you want. You will be happy. Every time you get a hardship, know that the next step is just a better outcome, a better life. I want you to remember that your life is always improving. After this hardship, what's coming next is even better. So take care, and I hope you love this. Please subscribe and share with someone who needs to hear this.